Grow Your Mindset podcast. Grow your mind, change your life.
Welcome to the Grow Your Mindset podcast. I'm so glad you are here with us today.
Yes, welcome. We have a really great conversation planned for you today.
We really do. And I want to start with a very simple statement. It is a strong statement, but it is true.
Okay, let's hear it.
Nothing is free. Everything has a price.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a strong way to start.
Right. But I need to say this right away. We are not talking about money here. We are not talking about buying things at the store.
Exactly. We are talking about your goals, your dreams, and your self-improvement.
Yes. So let me tell you how today's episode will go. First, we are going to talk about why we often misunderstand success, why we think it is easy.
Which is, a very common mistake.
It really is. Then, second, we are going to tell you a story, a really inspiring story about a young man. He started with absolutely nothing.
Zero. Empty pockets.
Yep. And finally, we will give you clear, simple tips, things you can use today in your own life, like when you were learning English or trying to get fit.
I love that. And, understanding this idea, the hidden price of success, it is the secret. It is the secret to not giving up when things get really hard.
It is the secret. So let's jump in. Why do people today think success is just, well, easy or really quick?
I think it is because of what we see. We look around or we look on our phones and we only see the final result.
Right. We see the finish line.
Exactly. We do not see the hard work hiding behind it.
I always like to think of success like an iceberg, floating in the ocean.
Oh, that is a great way to picture it.
Yeah, because we only see the top part above the water. We see the great English skills, we see the strong body, we see the amazing job.
But we do not see what is underwater.
Right, the huge piece of ice under the water, the early mornings, the mistakes, the sweat.
Because everything requires time. It requires effort and patience and discipline.
Yes, a lot of discipline.
There's a simple rule: pay now or pay later. You either pay the price of discipline today, which is hard work, or you pay the price of regret tomorrow.
Regret is when you feel sad that you did not try. And that is a terrible feeling.
It really is. Think about fitness, for example.
Okay, let's talk about fitness.
You cannot get a strong body just by watching workout videos online. You can watch them all day.
Right. Your muscles will not grow just from watching a screen.
Exactly. The price is physical effort. You have to lift heavy things. You have to sweat. Your muscles will feel tired.
And it is the exact same thing with learning English. You cannot just wake up and speak perfectly overnight.
I wish we could, but no.
No, you have to pay the price. And the price for learning English is practicing every single day.
It is making mistakes.
Yes, making mistakes. And feeling a little silly sometimes when you say the wrong word.
That feeling silly, that is the price.
It is. So to show you exactly how this works in real life, we want to tell you a story.
It is a really powerful story.
It is about a young man who had to pay a huge price, the ultimate price of hard work to change his life.
So let's introduce him. His name is Leo.
Leo. He is 20 years old, and he lives in a very quiet town in the mountains.
It is a beautiful town, but there's not a lot of money there.
Yeah.
People work very hard just to buy food.
Right. And Leo's family, they struggle with money. His father, Mark, is a mechanic. He fixes cars all day.
His hands are always dirty from the oil. It is hard work.
Very hard. And his mother, Claire, she cleans houses for other people. Plus, Leo has a little sister, Sophie. She is 10 years old.
So it is a family that really feels the stress of having no money.
Yes, they do. But Leo has a dream. He wants to be a successful business owner, an entrepreneur. But he has absolutely zero money.
Nothing. Empty pockets.
So I have to stop and ask a question here. When you have no money and no power, how do you even start? I mean, it just feels impossible.
It does feel impossible. But Leo remembers something his father told him. His father said, "Dreams are not free. Start with what you have."
Start with what you have, but he has nothing.
Well, his first step did not need money. It needed observation.
Looking around, paying attention.
Yes. Observation and courage. Leo just watched his town, and he noticed something missing. The town needed fresh bread.
Okay, so the town wants bread, but the nearest bakery is far away.
Exactly. It is miles away. So Leo decides to take action. He walks for miles to the next town.
He walks. He doesn't take a bus.
No, he cannot afford a bus. He walks. He uses his energy. And he goes to meet the baker, a man named Mr. Anderson.
And Mr. Anderson is not a super friendly guy, right?
No, he is very grumpy. He is a tough businessman.
Mm-hmm.
But Leo looks him in the eye and asks for a favor.
What does he ask?
He asks for bread on credit. He says, give me bread for 1 week. I will sell it in my town, and I will pay you back the money.
Oh, wow. That takes a lot of courage.
It's the first price he pays. He paid with his confidence. He made a promise.
And Mr. Anderson says yes.
Surprisingly, yes. He gives Leo the bread. So Leo walks all the way back.
Carrying heavy bread, that is hard physical work.
Very hard. And then he has to sell it. People do not know him as a bread seller. They do not want to buy it first.
So what does he do?
He smiles. He is friendly. And he offers free samples. He cuts the bread and gives a little piece to everyone.
Oh, that is smart. Once they taste it, they know it is good.
Exactly. And it works. He sells all the bread. And you know what he does that evening?
He probably goes to sleep. He must be tired.
No. He walks all the way back to Mr. Anderson. And he pays him back the very first day.
Wait, the very first day. He did not wait for a week.
He did not wait.
Yeah.
He showed Mr. Anderson he was serious.
That is amazing. So he starts making a little money.
He does. He buys a small cart to push the bread. He gets a routine.
But
But then he realizes something.
what is that?
Selling someone else's bread limits his profit. A customer actually says to him, Leo, why don't you bake your own bread?
That makes sense. If he bakes it, he keeps all the money.
Yes. But there is a huge problem. Leo does not know how to bake. Not at all.
Baking is hard. It is science. It is not just mixing water and flour.
Right. So he has to pay a new price, the price for new skills. He asks Mr. Anderson to teach him.
Does Mr. Anderson agree to teach him?
He does. But he warns Leo. He says it will be very, very hard.
And it is, isn't it? The struggle begins.
The struggle is real. Leo has to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 a.m. It is dark. It is cold. Your bed is so warm.
It is the hardest time to wake up.
And
And his hands hurt from mixing the heavy dough. It is terrible pain.
he probably makes a lot of mistakes, right?
So many. He ruins many, many batches of bread. He burns them, or they do not rise. They're just flat and hard. He feels completely defeated.
I want to jump in here because this is exactly like learning a new language.
It really is.
When you learn English, at first, your brain just hurts. You forget simple words, you ruin the sentence, you feel silly, and you just feel like giving up.
Yes. Think, I am not good at this. I should stop. Leo felt the same way staring at the burnt bread.
But he did not stop.
No. Because Leo's ruined bread is the cost of knowledge. Every burnt piece of bread was a lesson.
I love that. The cost of knowledge.
He remembers his father's words. Dreams are not free. Giving up is simply not an option. Mistakes are just the price of learning.
So when you make a mistake in English, you are just paying the price of learning.
Exactly. So Leo keeps trying. For 2 whole weeks, he practices and practices, and finally, the result comes.
He bakes a good loaf.
He bakes the perfect loaf of bread. It smells amazing. It looks beautiful.
Oh, that must have felt so good.
It did. He stops buying from Anderson. He opens his own little cart called Leo's Fresh Bakes. His mother helps him. His little sister helps him.
It is a family business now. That is a great success story.
It is. He is doing really well. The town loves his bread.
But I feel a but coming.
Yes. Because life is never just easy. A massive challenge comes to town.
What happens?
A new competitor arrives. A man named Eric.
Okay, little competition. That is normal.
Well, Eric is not like Leo. Eric has a lot of money. He opens a big, beautiful, fancy bakery right in the middle of town.
Oh no, big glass windows, fancy lights.
Yes. Beautiful lights. Perfect decorations. It looks amazing. And immediately, Leo starts losing his customers. They walk right past his little cart to go to Eric's big shop.
Leo must be so scared, and honestly, this feels so unfair.
A lot of people would say it is unfair.
I mean, Leo worked so hard. He got up at 3 a.m, he burned his hands, and now a rich guy just comes in and takes his business. Most people would just complain. They would say the world is broken.
That is the normal reaction, to complain. But Leo takes responsibility. He does not complain about Eric.
He doesn't complain at all.
No. He knows complaining is free,
Yeah.
but it does not fix the problem. Instead, he asks his customers a hard question.
What does he ask them?
He asks the few customers he still has, what do you like about Eric's shop? Why is it better?
Oh, that hurts to ask. Hearing why someone else is better.
It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
But he discovers he needs to improve. His bread is good, but his cart is boring. His presentation is not exciting.
Ah, so the product is good, but the look is bad.
Exactly. So Leo pays a new price, the price of time spent learning.
Where does he go to learn? He has no money for a fancy school.
He goes to the library. It is completely free. He reads books. He watches videos on the library computers, videos about decorating cakes and making things look beautiful.
That is so smart. He uses free resources to upskill.
Yes. Then he buys some bright paint. He paints his old cart. He adds bright, beautiful decorations. He practices making his bread look like art.
And what happens?
Slowly, the customers return. They see his effort. They see he did not give up. They trust him because they know he worked so hard for them.
That is amazing. He adapted. He changed when things got hard.
He did. And he saves enough money to finally open a real store. A small building with a real roof and a door. Leo's Fresh Bakes becomes a real shop.
Wow. He reached his dream. He finally made it.
He did. But
Oh no. Please do not tell me something else happened.
you're about to see the ultimate cost of resilience. Rebuilding from ashes.
Ashes. Like a fire.
Yes, a massive challenge strikes. One night, there is a terrible accident. A fire breaks out in Leo's new bakery.
Oh no, everything he built.
The fire damages the building. It ruins his ovens. The water from the fire trucks ruins all his flour and sugar. Everything is a black, wet mess.
That is just heartbreaking. How do you keep going when a disaster ruins everything you built? Everything you worked years for?
It is the hardest moment of his life. The town stands outside the next morning. They look at the black building. They think, Leo is finished. He cannot survive this.
I would probably think the same thing. I would just sit on the ground and cry.
Leo does feel sad. Of course he does. But let's look at his mindset.
Yeah.
He looks at the ruined shop and he says, this is just a challenge.
He calls a fire just a challenge.
Yes. He goes to see his old teacher, Mr. Anderson, and he asks for advice.
What does the grumpy old baker say this time?
Mr. Anderson looks at him and says, you've taught yourself nothing is free. Work harder, believe in yourself, and people will believe in you.
Believe in yourself and people will believe in you. That is beautiful.
So Leo goes home. He does not stop. He starts baking in his mother's tiny home oven. Very small batches of bread.
With the little he has left.
Exactly. He puts a small table outside his burned shop. He stands there with his fresh bread. And because he starts immediately, the townspeople notice.
They see he is not giving up.
They see his fight. And they respond. The community comes together. They donate money. A farmer gives him free flour. People help clean the black walls of the shop. They donate their time to help him rebuild.
That gives me goosebumps. They helped him because he helped himself first.
Exactly. Help yourself first. When people see you paying the price of hard work, they will naturally want to help you.
Because he never complained. He just kept working.
And in a few months, the shop is rebuilt. It is better than before. And it is filled with people who love him.
What an incredible, incredible story. Leo really shows us what it means to pay the price.
He is the perfect example. But now we need to move from Leo's story to your life, the listener's life.
Yes, because a story is nice, but we want to give you practical tips, things you can do today. We have 3 simple tips for you.
Tip number 1, identify your hidden price today.
This means you need to know what your goal will cost you. If you want to learn English, the price is not just buying a book or downloading an app.
No, buying a book is the easy part.
The real price is time. It is 20 minutes of your time every single day, even when you are tired. You must accept this price before you start.
If you accept the price early, you will not be surprised when it's hard.
Tip number 2, change how you see failure.
This is so important. When you make a mistake at work or you say the wrong word in English, do not feel bad.
Please do not feel bad. We all do it.
Remember Leo's ruined bread. Failure is just a receipt.
I love that idea of receipt. Like when you buy something at the store, they hand you a small piece of paper, a receipt.
Yes, when you fail,
Yeah.
it just shows you are paying for your success. It is proof that you are trying, you are buying your new skill. So keep the receipt and try again.
Tip number 3, build discipline. Do not wait for motivation.
Motivation is just a feeling. It comes and goes, like the weather.
Right. Motivation is when you watch a video and feel excited. But that feeling disappears at 3 o'clock in the morning when it is cold.
Exactly. Motivation will not wake you up. Discipline is a choice. Discipline wakes you up.
You must be responsible for your own actions, just like Leo was when the fancy bakery opened. He did not wait to feel good. He just went to the library.
He chose discipline over his feelings.
And that is how you win. That is how you reach your goals.
It really is.
So let's summarize today's message. Dreams are not free. They require sacrifice. They require you to give up comfort.
And remember, failure is just a chance to learn. It is a receipt.
Help yourself and never give up. Because the darkest moments, the hardest times, they come right before you succeed.
Leo built a life of purpose from absolutely nothing. Whatever your dream is, whatever goal you're thinking of right now, you can do it too.
You really can.
But you must be willing to pay the price of effort.
So I want to talk directly to you, the listener. I have a question for you. Think about your life right now.
Let's take a moment and think.
What is one big goal you have? Maybe it is English, maybe it is health, maybe it is your job. What is one big goal you have, and what is the price you are willing to pay today to achieve it?
Are you willing to pay the price today? Not tomorrow, today.
It is a big question. Think about it. Thank you so much for joining us and growing your mindset with us today.
Yes, thank you for listening. Keep working hard and keep paying the price.
We will see you next time. Goodbye.